So, your home simulator's built, you're ready to go, and you want to know what are the courses like that I'm going to play. How realistic is it going to be? Because ultimately what we all want is a realistic experience. So what I'm going to do in this video, I'm just going to play the front 9 at Royal St George's. Each hole is just going to be preceded by a bit of a flyover with a comparison of both live and simulator footage, and then I'm going to play each of the holes and you'll see it from ground level.
Like a lot of famous British links, Royal St George's can often seem a little underwhelming at a first glance, but the opening hole, largely unchanged from Purvis's day, is deceptively demanding. A drive up the right side of this crowned fairway opens up the green, which is protected on the left side by a trio of bunkers and by a ridge that swoops across the hole. As with any links, the game is played along the ground and not just in the air, so the wind and the topography both matter.
Big hop. 183 to the pin. Bunkers at the front. Hopefully we'll clear them. If not, we'll bail out on the right hand side and hopefully knock in a chip. That's got to go. Go, go, go. Go. Big bounce. Oh, he's threaded it through the eye of the needle.
The aggressive line here is hard down the left, over the corner of the dogleg, which is protected by 2 bunkers. If they are successfully carried, the reward is a shorter, relatively straightforward approach up to a domed hogsback green. On the last day of the 1938 Open, with a howling gale at his back, Henry Cotton drove the green. The hole was admittedly 50 yards shorter then, and sank the putt for eagle.
357 yards. A couple of bunkers up there, being just based to the right of those, or just short of those is fine. Stay there. Stay there. Right, 9-9 here. Not a lot of trouble in front of the green. That's just getting the thing accurate. And up to the pin. I'll play a line to get the length right, should be good.
The first par 3 is a wild, natural Frank Penink design that requires no bunkers for protection. Hence, the hole is called Sahara. It can play very differently depending on the wind. It's usually head-on, and the hole location as the narrow 2-tier green is almost 40 yards long. As you leave the hole, you may pay homage to a stunted blackthorn to the right of the green, the sole remaining tree on the course, tough enough to survive these harsh conditions.
Again, just trying to get this one straight. It should get there okay, distance-wise. Oh, where are you going? Got it good. It's very hard to obviously work out. Let's have a look. Probably needs to be hitting up here a bit because it looks like it slopes down to the side.
The first thing that strikes you about this hole, because it's staring you in the face, is the enormous Himalayan bunker that must be negotiated with the tee shot. It more resembles a small quarry than a bunker and is possibly the UK's tallest. If you take the bunker on, as opposed to playing safe down the left, on the other side is a welcoming, relatively flat and broad fairway known as the Elysian Fields, with a good line into the perched angled green. An aggressive approach runs the risk of tripping over the putting surface and out of bounds.
par-4 Himalaya bunker on the right hand side. Hopefully we can get it over the top of that with a nice shot into the pin. Down the fairway. Down the fairway. 181 yards. This green has a pretty savage slope on it from memory. So it needs to be hitting over here somewhere if we can. Don't want to go over the back. Do not want to go over the back. Back to front sloping green. And that's a surefire double. I'll actually be okay with a bogey here. Think positive, guys. Big guys. Oh, settle down. Settle.
From a high tee in the dunes, the fifth hole cascades down toward the shoreline, an inspiring drive followed by what Ian Fleming tells us was fictional special agent James Bond's favourite second shot on the course, over bunkers and through a valley between high sand dunes to a distant, taunting flag. In the 1949 Open, Harry Bradshaw's drive in the second rolled onto part of a broken bottle. He played the ball as it lay, advancing it about 20 yards and made a double bogey that arguably cost him the title.
Just need to try and get ourselves back in play here. I want to try and get ourselves up here somewhere if we can, but not fancying my chances, to be honest with you, at this stuff. Give it a shot anyway, it's only a game. No one's going to lose their life if I get in the shit again. Right. Oh, 1:15 to go. This is also heavy rough, I think. So, deep rough, yeah. So, 112 yards. It's hard to know how much to take off it or put on it. I'm going to get a 9-9 here. I'm hoping the rough has taken a bit off that because it could be a bit bigger. Just stop.
The best spectator spot on the course is atop a vast sand dune that sits beside the sixth green, christened Jungfrau by Dr. Purvis after the famous Swiss Alp. In Purvis's original design, the dune was even taller and the tee stood on the far side of it, presenting a demanding blind shot. It was one of the most notorious holes in the country and a favourite of Purvis. The hole nowadays is called the Maiden. It plays perpendicular to the original, with Jungfrau providing a marvellous backdrop rather than a fearsome hazard.
So yet again another chip up. 19 yards.
The first of the two par 5s is the longest hole on the course, but for players in the Open, it is also traditionally the easiest. It used to be a blind tee shot over a ridge of sand dunes, but elevated tees have been added and the dunes partially excavated, allowing a partial view of the fairway from the tee. The hole then draws you alongside the shoreline to a relatively flat green, whose fortifications include a pair of bunkers guarding the right front edge.
Head towards the ocean and then dog legs round to the left. Just need to get a drive away. Get over the slope. Get up the slope. Give me an extra bit of run. These are the up I can get. 255 to the pin. This might have to be a bit tactical, this one. We do not want to go into bunkers. No way. So, around about there would be good. That'll do nice. Little 52 here. A bit big. Yeah. Settle down. Bit.
The 8th hole of Dr. Purvis's original design was a par 3. It contributed to the course's reputation for having a front 9 that was light on yardage, heavy on quirks. Walter Hagen, America's first Open champion, said, "The first 9 holes, tremendous fun, not very good golf. Second 9 holes, tremendous golf, no fun at all." So, Frank Penning scrapped the hole and replaced it with today's challenging par 4 that plays away from the sea to a plateau fairway, then down a gully to a devilish 2-tier green.
To be honest, there's no way I would have sunk that putt for 1. I would have loved to make a 3 putt down the hill. 406, 8th hole. Take that one, straight down the guts. Come on, nice roll. Run it out a bit. Bunkers are left and right. 159, so we just got to hit the right shot here. Going to hit 7-iron. We don't want any bunkers. Just going right. Oh. There you go, the pot. Just stay there. Actually, well, no! That is a bit close for comfort, to be honest. Right, 6-yard chip's going to be rolling downhill, I think, a bit. I might have to aim it over here a bit. Double over here to count for the rolling. Right. Oh, you total pillock.
The last hole of the front 9 is a relatively short par 4 by today's standards, but still with plenty of hazards to lead the golfer astray, especially the high-faced pot bunkers that edge into the green, which is actually the old 16th green from the original layout.
Which is what we have done. Right, 133 in, bunkers short. Do not want to be making a visit to AM anytime soon, so going to hit 9-iron, with 9-iron. Just have to believe that this is the right club. Oh, hit it sweet. Be the right club. Get down! Oh, you slammed it. Bit! If you enjoyed that video, please consider subscribing and give us a like. I'm going to be chucking a few more of these style of videos on from different courses around the world, which I find interesting to play. So until next time, thanks for watching.